weird to me. One of you on here can explain this to me. I have my own apartment right now. Boyfriend is still living with his parents, but we've been talking about him maybe moving in with me. Here's the weird thing. Every single time I tell someone this, their immediate reaction, he better be paying part of the rent. So much to say in response to you guys to clarify everything, so I'm gonna have to do it in a couple of videos. Just woke up and saw whatever. I went on TikTok. You guys are wild. I can't even speak yet, but I feel the need to make this video.
Hey everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be looking at a case of this young lady that really wants her boyfriend to move in with her and wants to shoulder the whole rent. But yeah, she came on TikTok to ask us our honest opinion, like what do we think about the whole situation. And when people were giving their honest opinion, she started getting mad. But before we get right into the video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Here I just like to bring you trending topics and something we all need to talk about, okay? So the young lady in question is named Michelle Sky, and she took to her TikTok this video that has gone really viral. So yes, let's quickly look at the series of videos she has put out and also look at what people are saying about this. And yes, do not forget to drop your comments down in the comment section as to what you think about the whole situation, okay? Now, without wasting too much time, let's get right into this video.
So weird to me. One of you on here can explain this to me. I have my own apartment right now. Boyfriend is still living with his parents, but we've been talking about him maybe moving in with me. Here's the weird thing. Every single time I tell someone this, their immediate reaction, he better be paying part of the rent, or like, he's going to be paying, right? Like, you're going to make him pay, right? Like, you're not just going to pay the whole rent. Why is that the immediate reaction? On top of that, it's even weirder to me because, and I think every guy should be like this, but my boyfriend, when he does have money, he will buy me anything I want. He is not stingy about spending his money on me. Right now, we're at the point where I'm making money where I can pay the whole rent, and he needs to work on his career. And everyone's just saying, like, no, he needs to pay. Yeah, anyway, I just think it's so weird that people are like, that's the thing that everyone is pressed about. Is he going to pay half? He better pay half. And I'm like, literally, when he gets paid, sends me girlfriend tax money. He has no problem giving me money. I don't think it makes sense for him to pay right now. He's probably still going to force it on me. Like, he's just going to Venmo me money. And that's the part that makes me so upset when people say that, is like, I don't know, are you guys just so used to guys not wanting to pay for things? I'm just, like, I don't get it. Can you guys tell me why that is everyone's immediate thought?
Is this really a question? Like, are we on the same internet, girl? First of all, when he does have money, if he's staying with his parents right now, how come he doesn't have money all the time? What's he spending his money on? Secondly, she wants to know why everybody's immediate thought or reaction is hope he's paying half of the rent. Is she being for real? But yes, let's get right into the next video she posted after this, because people obviously were giving their solicited, now this is not unsolicited, people were giving their solicited advice because she asked for this.
So much to say in response to you guys to clarify everything, so I'm gonna have to do it in a couple of videos, but I thought this comment would be a good place to start because I literally said in the video that he's not gonna let me pay the whole rent even though I want to, and he's not. He's gonna be paying half the rent, the bills, he's gonna be doing laundry, he's gonna be cooking for me, but I don't know if people even want to hear this. I don't know if people want to hear that it's like a good situation. So people are saying that he like doesn't even have a job. Guys, he has a job. Work on his career. This is my TikTok. When I'm saying work on his career, I mean from my perspective, I'm further along in my career, so I think I should be paying. That doesn't mean he's not like making money and able to pay. That just means I have the preference that I want to pay. And no, he's not like a DJ. He doesn't have a podcast. Someone said something about SoundCloud. Is that even a thing anymore? But no, he's not a SoundCloud rapper. Last thing for this response, when I posted that other video, I was asking why people have a certain reaction when I tell them that I'm gonna move him into my apartment. So thankful for all the advice I actually got on like why people have the reaction. You guys are saying like, oh, these people just care about me, which these people don't know me, they don't care about me. That's why I thought it was weird, but that's besides the point. I didn't ask for relationship advice. I just didn't. I do understand the people that gave me relationship advice to explain why people were having that reaction. That part I totally get. It just wasn't the main thing that I was asking for.
Wow. Now, here's the thing, if you know you're not ready for what will come, it's best you don't just put it out there on the internet.
Just woke up and saw whatever. I went on TikTok. You guys are wild. I like can't even speak yet, but I feel the need to make this video. First of all, you guys are out here bullying a 23-year-old. My boyfriend is 23 years old. You guys think he's like 40 and like lives in his parents' basement and mommy does everything for him. Mommy doesn't even live there. And he buys all his own shit. You guys are wild. Obviously you didn't know that. But that's kind of like the crazy part to me is like, you guys don't know anything. And I definitely did not come on there and ask for him to be bullied. Like, I know I asked a question, even though it's not the question people are answering. I did ask a question. I said, when he has money, he buys me things. I don't remember what exactly I said. I said something like that. When he has money, he buys me things. Not once did I say he doesn't have money right now. He made like $18,000 last month. Guys, we're okay. I already know everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, like you made whatever. He seemed broke and like you seemed like you were gonna pay everything. Yeah, I like that he saves and invests his money for our future. Wow, okay. There's like so much to say that like I don't really feel the need to say to you guys because like I don't really need to tell anyone. But I will say this. You guys are so pressed on the actual rent amount, which was really the point of my first video, that everyone's so pressed on the rent amount and not anything else. So pressed on the rent amount. This man pays more for things in my life every month, pays more than the dollar amount of my rent on me every month. So like if I cover the whole rent, if I just keep covering the rent like I have been, nothing changes for me. He still pays for everything else in my life, and on top of that he starts paying for like whatever, groceries, utilities, anything else we need for the place. He's already bought some furniture. You're wild. The internet is such a crazy place. I am so glad that I have the option of just taking my phone away and you guys just aren't there, because you guys are crazy. You guys are actually wild. And I understand, like, obviously I'm not an influencer. I don't even have 1,000 followers, but like I understand all the influencers that are like, the internet is crazy. What bit me in the ass last time, I forgot to add this to the video, but guys, he's also literally gonna be paying the rent. He's gonna be paying the rent. Now we're done.
18K a month. He made 18K last month. Girl, he is doing just fine. Wait, if he is trying to build his career and you say you're far gone in your own career and he made 18K a month for someone that's building his career, how much are you making a month? Now, that's aside. That should show you both of you are okay, girl. If both of you are okay, to me, it's just a sign of responsibility for him to still take part in the rent since he's going to be living there. Like, that's where he's going to be living. Because let me tell you something. Once you start paying the rent, you are going to continue paying the rent regardless of life situation. I mean, he's investing his money for you people's future. We're all gonna be here. We're all gonna be here. I don't wish bad on anybody, but strength to you, girl. It's really not easy.
After seeing all of your guys' comments, we actually decided that my boyfriend's gonna pay the whole rent, and then
Okay.
also like groceries, whatever, utilities, bills. He's gonna pay all of that. Thank you. And then also everything on top, like obviously all the dinners we go to is stuff he already pays for, and like, you know what you guys thought of that. Just wanted, like, just the general response to him paying for everything. Just wondering what you guys think of that.
There you go again, asking us what we think of that. I thought you wanted it done. She's not ready. I feel like she even likes the attention. She's trying to currently build her page to where she can be monetized. Yes. The first question, she was definitely not ready for it, but she saw the attention and the attraction, and now she's here again asking another question. But yes, I feel like at this point she's just like catching cruise, because initially you didn't want him to pay and now you're coming to tell us that he has paid. I mean, anything that works for you in your relationship, that's fine. That's really fine. But trust and believe, the internet had a lot to say. I'm only going to play a few videos because if I want to play everything, I'm sure we're going to sleep here till tomorrow. So let's quickly look at some of the videos people had in response to what she said.
Boyfriend is still living with his parents, but we've been talking about him maybe moving in with me. Every single time I tell someone this, their immediate reaction, he better be paying part of the rent. He is not stingy about spending his money on me. Right now, we're at the point where I'm making money where I can pay the whole rent, and he needs to work on his career. Tell me why that is everyone's immediate thought.
The women who are trying to warn you are not trying to be haters. They're trying to keep you from becoming a Barber the Builder. Too often, women have built men up from scratch. They were on their Nara Smith. Okay, giving him a place to stay, buying his underwear, helping him through school. And when that man got on his feet and when he was in a position to get his dream girl, he replaced her and went and did exactly that. Some women think if they could do everything for a man, be everything to that man, then as a reward, he will pick them. And that is what we call pick-me behavior. We all started off in our parents' house, but you found a way to make it on your own. Why can't he? Why do you feel like it's your job and your responsibility to help him with his career? He's your partner, not your project. It's not your job to fix him up. If you think that as a result of all of this, you're going to earn yourself a ring, then you are auditioning for that man, and they're trying to caution you against that. Too many women have wasted years of their lives, all of their money, given up on their dreams, all of that just to build this man up. And you don't always get a loyal man in return. Some men love you and some men love what you could do for them. If you ever question if a man is using you for your money or if he's using you for what you could do for him, stop doing everything and see if he changes.
I mean, she made a really, really good point.
One of you on here can explain this to me. I have my own apartment right now. Boyfriend is still living with his parents, but we've been talking about him maybe moving in with me. Here's the weird thing. Every single time I tell someone this, their immediate reaction, he better be paying part of the rent. Or like, he's gonna be paying, right? Like you're gonna make him pay, right? Like you're not just gonna pay the whole rent. Why is that the immediate reaction? On top of that, it's even weirder to me because, and I think every guy should be like this, but my boyfriend, when he does have money, he will buy me anything I want. He is not stingy about spending his money on me. Right now, we're at the point where I'm making money where I can pay the whole rent, and
Sweetheart, your friends are right, okay? Never move in with a man if he cannot pay half of the rent. It doesn't matter how many gifts he gives you while he has money. Because I listened to your whole video and you was like, when he has money, he'll spend something on me. And you want this man to focus on his career and live rent-free in your house, baby, you're going to give him room to be lazy. Because focusing on your career is not 24/7, okay? That's about maybe 10 to 12 hours a day. The other couple of hours, his ass could be working. You're giving him an excuse to become one of those homo sapiens. He's going to get lazy. He's not going to contribute to the rent, which means he ain't going to be contributing to the household, which means he ain't going to be cleaning or cooking or doing laundry because right now you say he live with his mama, right? So when he moves into your house, you're going to be doing all that shit for him, plus paying the rent. And what's going to end up? You're going to end up regretting your choice. You're going to end up hating that man. And you're going to end up stuck with a lazy ass individual who's only thinking of themselves. Right now, I think you're young. And right now, I think you may want to keep this divided until that man is able to stand on his own 2 feet without his mama. Because right now you are. And what you're doing is you're asking for a child. What you're doing, you're inviting a boy, not a man, into your home to live scotch-free while he focuses on his career. Let him focus on his career at home, sweetheart. When he's finally able to pay half of the rent, then y'all move in together. Otherwise, you're doing nothing but taking care of a child. And your relationship will be over within 6 months, guaranteed. Give yourself a break. No man that cannot take care of themselves should be living under any roof with any woman. And until they can do so, they need to stay at their mama house.
My question is, why can't he focus on his career at his parents' house? Why does he have to go up to your house?
The reason that everybody's asking that question is because they love you, because they care about you, and they don't want to see you taken advantage of by a person that could potentially be using you for the free labor that you can provide for him, the free housing that you can provide for him, and the bills that you can cover for him. I've seen one too many times situations of men who move in with women who are able to pay for their own bills, who are able to pay for their own rent, who are able to look after themselves and take clear advantage of that. And before they know it, the women who were paying for all their bills, paying for all their rent because they could, end up taking on not only every single one of the financial responsibilities in the house, but every single one of the logistical responsibilities in the house. Cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, every single thing falls on them. You may have one of those good guys who are ready to pitch in, but even the fact that he's living in his parents' house does tend to send off alarm bells and warnings. What is he like? Is he a man-child? Is he somebody whose mum chases after him, clean up after him? Or is he somebody who actually contributes to his parents' house? These are questions that you need to know. The fact that you're able to afford rent does not preclude him from doing what he's supposed to do, both as a man and a human being walking on this earth. Girlfriend tax, he gives you money, he's not stingy, he's generous whenever you ask for something. What if you don't ask? And this is all on his terms at this point. When you ask for something, he'll give it to you. When he wants to give it to you, he'll give it to you. And not setting clear boundaries as to how this is expected to work when you live together, you're actually missing an opportunity, and you could be shooting yourself in the foot. Because then you kind of leave it wide open for him to decide to contribute whenever he wants to. And sure, that's worked up until now because you don't live together. You're not taking on the entirety of his living expenses. You'll find those little things that he does for you, those girlfriend taxes, that little $20, $50, however much he throws you on an occasional basis, doesn't really stack up much when you're looking at a whole month's worth of expenses. This whole idea that it makes sense to you for him to focus on his career, for why? For what? Are you married? Engaged at least? No, he's your boyfriend. So why are you shouldering the expenses whilst he focuses on his career? To what end? Marriage is no guarantee. At least that's a bit more of a guarantee than just being an ordinary girlfriend. I don't know how long you've been together. I don't know what he's like. I don't know anything outside of the information that you provided in your post. If my girlfriend came to me with such a proposal, my first question is, what is he paying for? What is he expecting to do? Where is he living now? And why is it that he has not even broached the subject of how much he's going to pay for you? Talking about moving in together means you planned this. So what are his plans? What are his intentions going forward? I've seen so many posted up where these men talk about women who are not there forever. They're just a stopgap. They're just somewhere for them to sleep. They're homosexuals. So I'm not saying that's the case here. We don't know this. People in your life whose first response is, what is he going to pay? Hang on to those people. They love you and they're speaking sense.
The whole thing is so dicey. At this point, it looks like people advising her against her. That's how she makes it look like. But I honestly believe that time is going to tell. She will learn. Now, not every man is lazy. Not every man doesn't have your best interest at heart. But at the end of the day, it's always good to be guarded, regardless of how the whole situation might look like. Because 1 minute, this person is sweet. This person looks like God sent. This person looks like all you've been waiting for the whole of your life. The next minute, you're like, God, what happened? I thought this man was my God sent. What happened? He changed. That's right, darling. Because people change. Okay? But yes, guys, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, what do you think? Do you think it's okay for her to do that? Or do you think she's inviting laziness into her home? But yes, guys, I've come to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.